Hey boys and girls. So today we're going to learn a new word. Are you ready? Because it's a giant word. The word is metamorphosis. Look at that word. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 letters. I think that's how many letters that Chrysanthemum had in her name too. So metamorphosis. That is whenever some animals, they are born as one thing and they actually turn into something else. Isn't that just crazy? So people, whenever people are born, they're born as babies, but the babies, even though they're tiny and little, they're still a person, they're still a human, they still have all the parts that they're going to have whenever they are an adult. But there are some animals that whenever they're born, they actually look completely different. So we're going to learn about 2 of those animals today. So one of them is an insect. And this insect, I'm going to cover some of it, is a butterfly. So whenever a butterfly is born, a butterfly is not born as a tiny little baby butterfly. Do you know what it's born looking like or as? Okay, we're going to read the book and we're going to find out. So this is titled A Butterfly's Life. First, there is a butterfly. Okay. It will soon be a mother. The mother butterfly lays eggs. Okay, so there's the little tiny little baby butterfly eggs. I bet some butterflies are going to pop out of there. Let's see what comes out. So she lays her eggs on a plant. The plant will be food for her babies. Oh, that's pretty cool. Finally, the eggs hatch. Is that a butterfly? I don't think so. A caterpillar comes out of each egg. What? Did you guys know that a caterpillar turns into a butterfly? Each caterpillar eats and grows. This is wild. So whenever you go outside, and maybe in your garden or your grass or the playground at school, if we ever get to go back, you might see a caterpillar. That caterpillar is going to turn into a butterfly. This is wild. Later, each caterpillar becomes a pupa. Now, another word for pupa, some people say cocoon, some people say chrysalis, but they're all the same thing. So you could say pupa, chrysalis, or cocoon. Inside its hard shell, the pupa changes. Next, the butterfly breaks out of the pupa and it can fly. So the pupa, the chrysalis, the cocoon, it's kind of like a sleeping bag. Goes in there, zips up for a little bit, and it turns into a butterfly. That is so wild. And now it can fly. The new butterfly meets other butterflies, and they fly and eat all day long. They lay new eggs. The new eggs become new butterflies. So this is a butterfly's life. So this thing right here, this is called a life cycle. So if something starts out not as looking like the same thing as an adult, you can make this beautiful thing. It goes in a circle and it's called a life cycle. So it starts right here and we've got the adult butterfly. The mama butterfly lays all these little eggs. Inside of the egg are baby caterpillars. So the baby caterpillars come out, and they are caterpillars that we would see outside. We really don't see this kind. We have other kinds that we have around in North Carolina. And then it turns into a pupa, or cocoon, or chrysalis. And then inside of this pupa, it turns into a butterfly. And then it's an adult butterfly. And the whole thing starts over and over. And it will just go on like this forever and ever and ever. It's really, really cool. So now, we have found out that a butterfly is not born as a baby butterfly. A butterfly is born as a caterpillar. So, there's something else that does kind of the same thing. Anybody know something else? I got another book. It is about a frog. Now, do you know what a frog starts out like? It's not a tiny little baby frog. We're going to find out what it starts like. And I'm not going to read the title yet because the title tells the answer. Frog eggs are found in ponds. Tadpoles grow inside the eggs. Tadpoles hatch from the eggs. What? So, I am so confused. So, a frog laid an egg, but this thing right here comes out called a tadpole. So, the title was Tadpoles and Frogs. So, this is just wild. I cannot believe that's going to be a frog. A tadpole has a tail. The tail helps it swim. The tadpole eats and grows, and it grows 2 legs. This picture is super hard to see. The tadpole grows bigger, and it grows 2 more legs. The tadpole has 4 legs. A tadpole's tail disappears, and the tadpole is now a frog. Frogs have strong back legs. They help a frog jump, and frogs jump far. Frogs have sticky toes, and they help a frog climb. Frogs have a sticky tongue, and they use their sticky tongue to catch bugs. Look at the way it has to catch its food. It looks like you guys whenever you're trying to eat ice cream. Adult frogs lay eggs, and frogs lay many eggs. Tadpoles hatch from the eggs. Wow, look at all those eggs. If you guys are ever able to go explore like at a little creek, you'll be able to find, especially right now, you'll see frog eggs, tadpoles. They're just all over the place. Me and Will went just the other day. We've got a creek kind of close to our house, and we were walking around and we saw tons of tadpoles. They're all over the place. And this one has vocabulary, but it doesn't have the big, beautiful life cycle. But if we were going to make the life cycle of a tadpole, then we would start with the adult frog, and then we would go over to all the little eggs, and then the eggs would hatch and tadpoles would come out, and then 2 legs would grow, 2 more legs would grow, that tail would fall off, and then poof, it's an adult frog. So now we have learned 2 animals that change from one thing to another thing. So that is titled Metamorphosis. So now you know what metamorphosis is. Maybe you can go and ask your mom and dad and see if they have any clue what metamorphosis is. So I am thankful that you got to learn something new today, that you got to read 2 books, and I want you to know how much that we love you and miss you, and hopefully we'll be able to see each other pretty soon. If you have any questions, remember, just tell mom and dad. They can email us, call us, text us, whatever they need to do. If you just want to draw us a picture, they can text us the picture, email it to us. We love to see that kind of stuff too, because we miss you super much. We really, really, really want to hug you and love on you. Alrighty, I love you all, and I hope you have a great super duper week and do all of your work. Bye.